Feeds it on back to Krasiska. Just a standing left foot kick. It's going to bounce out in some space. In front, Carosella does very well to win the ball. A quick exchange of hands. Blumfield in towards full forward. Collingwood have the numbers. Lloyd's in the middle. Assistance here from Moorcroft. Flicks it on back out. He's been taken high. Free kick to Gary Moorcroft. Back into the side. Reserves last week after a couple of weeks of suspension from the practice match against West Coast Eagles. Here he is. He had a 6-goal game last year. He started this one off on the right foot. Moorcroft gets Essendon's first. That's excellent play. Aggressive and hard at the ball. Anthony Rocker brings it over the back. It ends with Blumfield. This is a disciplined kick back to centre half forward. Pushing, shoving. Great mark.
How often do you see that, Terry? Mercuri, just that body mark. And he's no easy man to get off the line. But Mercuri, as we know, he plays taller than what his inches say he is. There's Blumfield, quick kick forward. But this marking contest, just pure class. Eyes on the ball, body against his opponent, took the mark. 6 goals straight so far this year to Mark Mercuri. Make it 7 straight. Bombers have got 2. It's interesting you spoke about
King running on, and the Pies all drifting forward from defence. The kick by Patterson floats very high in the air. Oh, magnificent mark. It was set up for the leaper from behind, and Fletcher takes a corker. Wallace getting more attention on the bench. Comes out to Fraser. His kick to Lucas on attacking 50.
And that's an interesting matchup. Lucas loves to run. He loves to wheel inside as we see him do so. He can nearly kick this.
He's out from 60 on the left foot, attacking the goal square. Lloyd. Just a better judgment there on Simon Prestigiacomo.
But that was always going to be a problem. The matchups in the back half against these talented Essendon forwards.
Lloyd for Essendon's third. Very good player. He's opened up the season so well. He's dropped a couple of times last year, but I think that was all in the development and learning process. He's taking hold of his chance now. Fraser, he into the forward pocket. Here's Lloyd out in front of Prestigiacomo. The defender does well, but Blumfield just steps around. This is another good kick to the top of the square. Lucas. This will be good for Scotty Lucas. He's been struggling over the last few weeks.
Also, Richardson, I dare say they'd have second or third options up their sleeve trying to find the right balance.
3 marks already to Scotty Lucas, and he gets his first goal. Essendon are marching in the first quarter.
Yeah, already they've kicked 4 goals, and 3 of those goals have come from to stop Essendon sort of flooding out of that defensive part of the ground. They're chipping the ball around, finding unopposed teammates further afield. Collingwood have to become more accountable.
Rocco kicks it to the cricket pitch area, but too far for his teammates, and Alessio read that beautifully to take virtually an uncontested mark and straight back inside 50 to Lucas.
And that's what happens when you turn the ball over from a kick-in, especially when the opposition are implementing a zone situation, which Essendon did. It's just a goal to the opposition.
So Scott Lucas for his second. He kicks from 50 metres, a raking kick. Magnificent kick. Well, Mick, that's got to be one example where biggest isn't necessarily best. The kick by Rocco.
Out at half-back now. Keeps it to that outer side. They fly there, they go up and down. Big Eastaugh. Well, Ilya Grigic did it early in the season, the first couple of games. Now big Simon Eastaugh comes in to do it. His first game for the year. Alessio. There's some big, tall timber in this lineup.
That's what he's got to do, keep coming at the ball carrier, because Rocker on that occasion just sat back and conceded front spot for Alessio to mark the ball.
Short kick to Heffernan. Inside 50, comes on out wide. This is a good lead. The space was created. He'll kick from some 45 metres out. Beautiful kick. Poetry in motion. That left foot, it's away. So he gets his second goal. He joins Scotty Lucas with 2.
Which allowed Krasiska to kick a goal. Eastaugh, Lloyd in the middle of the pack, couldn't quite reach the ball. It comes to Prestigiacomo. Well, he didn't kick it hard enough. Alessio's inside 50, round the corner. Oh, this is shocking. Rioli takes the mark, only metres out. He concedes some ground, and Moorcroft. And, well, whether they're tall or small, they're outmarking Collingwood and cutting them to pieces. So Gary Moorcroft playing his first game for the year, back from suspension. He kicks his second goal. Absolutely terrific back there in defence, even though the Bombers have managed 7 goals. Would have been more without him. Blumfield caught in a great tackle. Sensational tackle by Davis, the first-year player. It comes to Fraser. He's run down. Freeborn got him, but a centering kick to Rioli.
Yeah, lacks a fortune.
Dean Rioli playing in his second AFL game. He played the season in the reserves for Essendon last year. 40 metres out right in front. Gets a goal.
Dustin Fletcher, a short kick. It's going to bounce in the favour of Moorcroft. He has plenty of time to gather it deep in the pocket.
Goes the half-distance pass, and on the slide, Caracella. His kick to centre-half forward. Alessio charges and marks. Away with the hand pass. Lucas unloads a bomb. Lloyd in the goal square. Oh, fantastic football.
And there's the contradiction between the two sides. And Collingwood were...
Good kick by Moorcroft to set up Caracella, who in turn found Alessio. And Lloyd now's the chance to kick the first for the third quarter.
And that's his third.
Gutharis can't find the footy. Wellman does. His handball works with Solomon. Again, here's Barnard, 50 games last week. Kicks him towards half forward. Lloyd a long way out. Turns Prestigiacomo inside out and away he goes. Great shepherd from Johnson. Ran all the way with him. Allows Lloyd to go on to 50. Allowed Lloyd to go long with a bomb and put it home.
Yeah, magnificent stuff for Bombers. What about Sean Wellman? He's just the ideal type of player across half-back.
May not see him again today.
Oh, that's bad news because he loves the big stage on Anzac Day. Comes to the front to Eastor. Mercuri goes for a bounce and another. Might take this all the way. Mark Mercuri, have a look at this. The kick is magnificent. Oh, what a goal!
Yeah, he's a freak. There's no doubt about Mark Mercuri. Just to make it a dead ball so the umpire could bounce the ball down in that part of the ground.
Alessio does have a leap on him. Buick didn't have the ball. Gee, you can't give away frees like that so close to goal.
Yeah, naturally knowing that Darren Buick's Buick, as we know, smart player, dropped the footy at his feet and left Williams in the tackle.
And in his 200th game, he celebrates with a goal.
Very similar circumstances to the first quarter.
Second half. William, Matty Lloyd. Isn't he worth the price of admission?
Decides to come short dangerously so. Essendon have got the numbers. Heffernan cool in the crisis on the left foot. There's all the space that Essendon want here now. If Lloyd gets away, he's on the left. He's brought it around. It bounced once, twice. It's through. Three goals in this third quarter, Matthew Lloyd. The next one's with Betheris. Prestigiacomo a little bit of bother now, assisted by Godden. The left foot kick is going to favour Wellman. Courageously going back, takes the ball on the bounce. There's an army of Bombers in the middle there. There goes Caracella. Look at this one, standing out wide. He's got it.
Collingwood at this stage, terrific courage and judgment.
Lucas, 2 goals in the first quarter. Has missed one already this quarter. He's got one. He's happy with that.
There you go. Put him out at 50.
So eventually the first goal of the last quarter. It is got by Collingwood. Scotty Burns. They need to follow it up. Here he comes. The man just back in the side. Out for 2 weeks in suspension. Still plays it hard and tough. The Bombers have some answers at halfback. Caracella finds Denham. Some space off tape. His kick, this is a beautiful pass. That is a sensational pass.
Yeah, Lloyd ran extremely hard. It was interesting to watch their setup, and that's terrific talent from a young player.
Has 5 goals. 2 in the first, 3 in the third. He's looking for his first and the last. He's got it. There is no doubt with the attitude of the full forward and the way in which he leads. And it was how far. Collingwood have worked their way back into it. Scotty Lucas. They will just buy these remaining seconds, and they've done it. Tony Shaw, Danny Frawley, Neil Baum. So near, yet so far. Still the Magpies have to break their duck.
The thing about it, Terry, I think also, not very rarely do you like going off the arena when there's 73,000 people in a losing mentality. But I think a lot of positives can come out of this game from Collingwood's point of view. No doubt Tony Shaw during the week with Danny Frawley and David Wheaton will address those areas.